Sorry about the delay. I was on the phone with the seller who sold me the Sonic Funko sodas, the two Sonics, with one of them, the rarer of the two, being broken, and he is refunding me the entire amount and apologized. So we have that going for us here today, but the ninth and final bin. Without further ado, let's go right on into it. Again with the bubble wrap nonsense. We have a sealed copy of the King of Fighters, the Orochi Saga for the PlayStation 2. Same exact game as the PSP version, just for the graphically superior PlayStation 2. Nothing really to write home about. I can't make this up. We have this packaging, then with this packaging, and now this packaging, for what I do not know. And then, if I can't make this up, we then have this packaging. Won't even come out of the box. And then we have this packaging. 1, 2, 3. This is the 5th packaging of this game. The 5th. It's a rare game, complete. It's expensive, I should say. Not really rare, but definitely expensive. And I get why. But at the same point, there's really no reason to so we have for the PlayStation 1 Parappa the Rapper. The back of the case is cracked, and at one point this game, if you go home and tell your friends that I have no idea what I'm talking about when I talk about the amount of games and how much they cost. This was sold at $148.99 at one point. Hence the packaging job, but I did not pay $148.99. I paid less than that. How much less, I forget, but definitely a lot less than that. So, and there we are, complete in its protective casing. Oh, we might have an easy package for once. Let's see if I spoke too soon here. Now, that's how you package something. Easy peasy. This is a complete version of Namco Museum Battle Collection for the PlayStation Portable. There's over 20 favorite titles from Namco, 10 titles new to the US version. So, the arcade favorites are Pac-Man, Rally X, Bosconian, Grobda, Dig Dug 2, Miss Pac-Man, New Rally X, Motos, Rolling Thunder, Dragon Buster, Galaga, Dig Dug, Mappy, Tower of Druaga, King and Balloon, Galaxian, and Xavius. And for updated classics, we have Pac-Man arrangement, Galaga arrangement, Dig Dug arrangement, and New Rally X arrangement. The funny thing about this back of this case is they forgot the T after Dig Dug arrangement. They forgot the T at the end of arrangement. It's just arrangemen. So I find that pretty funny there. What did I do with the over here? Yes. Alrighty. For the PlayStation 2, we have Art of Fighting Anthology. And there are 3 games on here. We have Art of Fighting, Art of Fighting 2, and The Path of the Warrior, Art of Fighting 3. So... they're difficult trying to fit this into its plastic sleeve here. The neighbor's dog is, again, going ballistic. This next game I'm very happy to have in the collection. It's hard to find these the way they were first produced. Mortal Kombat Deception, in my opinion, is, if not the best, the second best in the series. More so for the fact that it came with a mode called Conquest Mode, which was basically a 40-plus hour RPG where it took you to all the different realms in the universe of Mortal Kombat, and it was cool that you could see the different characters running around their homelands, if you will, running into Scorpion in the Nether Realm, or running into Katana in Edenia, things of that nature. When Armageddon came out, I was looking forward to an even better Conquest mode, but they toned down the Conquest mode into basically a beat-em-up, a la Double Dragon or Streets of Rage. Was not a fan of it, and I was depressed, to say the least. Well, apparently for the Xbox 360, there were collector's editions exclusive to the Xbox 360, where you had slipcovers featuring specific characters, but you also had little cards as well. So this version happens to be Melina, and inside you have the actual card, like this. There were others as well. There were Scorpion, I believe, had one. Raiden had one. Baraka had one. So this is interesting. Why would they have put... Is this how this came? The bonus disc. Or is this the game? I don't know what more. Interesting. I don't know what disc is what, but they have... I'll have to look into this to see if... You would think that a collector's edition would have a second entry or second disc placeholder, not a slip disc. So I'll have to research that a little bit better, but nonetheless, the fact that it is complete and we have the slip cover, it's very hard to find these with the slip cover, and that is why I am extremely excited to have the Melina copy here. Next up for the PlayStation 1, we have Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage, the Black Label edition. One of the last remaining Spyro games that I was missing to have a complete collection. Again, at one point in the store here, we had all of these, just replenishing what I've sold in the past to try to recapture the games that I used to have in my collection. The previous version of the store here had over 7,000 games, which a majority of them were factory sealed, and I sold them in 2019. and I have battled back ever since. But I have pared down the collection to only have specific games and accessories. The next game for the PlayStation 2, we have Sega Genesis Collection. And there are, looks like 11 games minimally on here. Let's see if I can get this ridiculous sticker off of this case. I don't know if I'll be lucky enough to do so. Does not look good for me here. I don't know if I can put this on in the store like this. This sticker is unacceptable. Boy. No, this is not going my way. Well, just going to have stickiness now on here. I could always change out the case though, so it's not the end of the world. I might end up doing that, but so some of the games, there's 28 games by the way on this disc, and some of them are Alex Kidd in the Enchanted Castle, Bonanza Brothers, Kid Chameleon, Flicky, Gain Ground, Phantasy Star 2, 3, and 4, Super Thunderblade, Sword of Vermilion, Vector Man 1 and 2, and you also have Golden Axe, Shadow Dancer, The Secret of Shinobi, Virtual Fighter 2, Comic Zone, Sonic the Hedgehog, Echo the Dolphin, Rise Star, and then there's one game that unfortunately this sticker is blocking and I cannot see what it is. But I'm going to try my best to fix this case and just get a new one. We can take the paper insert out of this case and just exchange it with another PlayStation 2 case. That's all. That's all that needs to happen here. So we have a big box here. It says Fragile on it. I think I know which one this is. The purchased 2 games, one of which I do not need. But the only way I could get the one I needed was to purchase both. And of course, here's another example of just utter stupidity that I cannot open this box. mess you up here. This is unbelievable. Yeah. This is exactly what I thought it was, based on the size of the box. Okay. This game I do not need, but it is a pretty expensive game to have complete, and it is called Wizardry Night of Diamonds for the Nintendo Entertainment System. This is the second scenario, so I do not need this. It looks like a 3D dungeon crawler for the NES, but that's what this is. And then the game I did need is this one. So I will be selling the Wizardry, possibly online, to try to fetch half of my money back. And this is the Prince of Persia original game for the Nintendo Entertainment System. It is in impeccable shape for a game that is 34 years old. So I am extremely ecstatic to have Prince of Persia. Looks like we have 3 more packages here. I can't make this stuff up. Okay, this is why they packaged it the way they did. This is one of the rarest PlayStation 2 games and one of the most expensive that has ever been made. I had this a while back. I ended up buying it easily 7 to 8 years ago. Played it and could not beat it because my game had a bug in it. Was literally at the last level of the game, and I could not continue because the game would not let me. But it is Futurama. This game is well over $100 complete, and it is a very good game too. It actually is one of the better TV to video game adaptations. But happy to have this back. This is close to a $200 game easily if you were to go into any game store and try to purchase it. They may give you a deal at $179, but $200 is what you're looking at, or more. And now with the news that Futurama is coming back in 2023, this game will go up in value even more so. I just found out about that the other day, But now John DiMaggio, who does the voice of Bender, is having said to be holding out. And if they cannot come to an agreement with him, they're potentially going to recast the voice of Bender, which has fans in an outrage and wanting to boycott the show. So it will be interesting to see how that all plays out. The final two games in the bin. We have the greatest hits version of God of War 3 for the PlayStation 3. And lastly, I believe this is the last Harry Potter game I needed for the PlayStation 3. Let's just see. And again, I'm going to have to purchase some more PlayStation casing as well as Nintendo 64. Yeah, so we have Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Again, two of the rarer games in the Harry Potter series came out for the PlayStation 3. Very uncommon to find, and I don't know why. But that is it. I appreciate you coming on this journey with me and reporting back to your brother games that we've gotten in the store here. So I appreciate you watching and watching me take these games out and put them in its protective cases and listening to me ramble about different history within the games themselves. Later on, I think at some point when I have this game room up and running, game store I should say up and running, with the books as well, all put away in their respective places where everything has its place and nothing is out of sorts. We will do a tour and I will show you the new and improved, revamped, if you will, game store and bookstore. But until then, thank you very much for coming in. Tell your brother that in a few weeks when I come back, the game room and the book store with the Goosebumps books and toys and merchandise will be here so he can take a look, and I'll also have his Game Boy ready for him. Oh, absolutely. And tell your friends, tell your folks, tell your enemies that we are here, and if you want to leave a like when this little video goes up onto my page, you're more than welcome to. It would really help the store out. Yes. Well, have a good day, and we'll see you soon.